Fans were left stunned as RM suffered an unexpected accident, live, on camera. Meanwhile, BTS has officially left South Korea with no return in sight for months. But behind the headlines, darker truths are surfacing. V's time in the military left scars far deeper than anyone imagined. He's been hiding the damage, but what the public sees is only the surface. Meanwhile, pressure is building around Jungkook. Demands for him to break away and go solo are growing louder, and fans aren't happy. At the same time, HYBE's top producers have officially joined the Grammys, but the question remains, is this BTS's long overdue breakthrough, or is the Recording Academy once again exploiting their global power without giving anything back? Watch until the end to uncover the full story. Worry is spreading among fans after V revealed that his diet has become so extreme it's caused pain in his ribs, raising alarms about the toll it may be taking on his health. Just days before showing up at Celine's spring fashion show in Paris, V opened up about a strict diet he followed to get ready for the event. He talked about it during a short livestream on Weverse, where he gave fans an honest look into his weight loss, how he was feeling, and what it was like hearing his fans cheering for him right outside his hotel. During the livestream, V revealed that he had been on a diet for the past 4 days and managed to lose about 4.5 pounds, 2 kilograms. He said he worked really hard to make that happen and had gone from around 149.6 pounds, 68 kilograms, to 145.5 pounds, 66 kilograms. He had been carefully watching his weight, clearly wanting to show up at the fashion event looking his best. He also shared that he had been feeling the effects of not eating enough. He admitted that his ribs had started to hurt that day because he had been so hungry. But now that the show was over, he said he no longer had to keep dieting. Since there weren't any more public events on his schedule for now, he felt it was time to rest, eat, and get back to a more normal routine. Even though he was tired from dieting, he kept things lighthearted during the live stream. At one point, he held up a meal he was about to eat and made it clear that the diet was over. He seemed excited to eat again and joked that no one could stop him from enjoying his food anymore. V also explained why he felt the need to put so much effort into his appearance. He said it had been a long time since he had gone to a Celine show, and an even longer time since he had seen ARMYs up close. Because of that, he didn't want to show up looking messy or unprepared. Later in the stream, he talked about the fans waiting for him outside the hotel in Paris. He had heard them cheering and even joked that they might be watching his live stream at that very moment. Even though he wanted to go outside and greet them, he said it was raining and too dangerous to do that. He made sure to point out that the place he was streaming from wasn't actually his hotel, possibly to make sure fans didn't try to wait for him in the wrong spot. As the live stream came to an end, V thanked his fans for coming out to see him and for the nice photos they had taken of him at the event. He told them he would go live again soon and even asked them to suggest the best times for his next live streams. The military experience took a much darker toll on V than most will ever know, and he's been quietly hiding the damage all along. What the public sees is only the surface. V shared something personal that surprised many people and made them worry. Even though he had just been seen in Paris smiling, hanging out at a club with his close friend and actor Park Bo-gum, what he revealed afterward showed a different side, one that wasn't as bright. In a live stream where he spoke directly to fans, V talked about how his time in the military has affected his everyday life. One of the most shocking things he said was about how much his sleep has changed. He explained that he used to sleep very well, but now even a tiny noise can wake him up. He said he wasn't completely sure if it was because of the military, but the change started after he joined, so it seemed connected. Fans who saw the live stream quickly reacted. Online, many people said they felt sad and upset that something as simple as rest had become difficult for him. They said it was hard to imagine how someone so calm and cheerful could be struggling with something so basic. His words made people realize that the effects of military life aren't always easy to see. One fan mentioned that V had never talked much about how hard his service was. He had been placed in one of the toughest military units, but he didn't complain or show that he was struggling. Because he always looked fine on the outside, some people assumed he was having an easy time or even enjoying it. But now that he's sharing these details, it's clear that staying silent doesn't mean things weren't hard. Another moment that stood out came from a past live stream when all 7 BTS members were together. During that stream, V said he still does military-style roll calls at home before eating breakfast. That's something he picked up during training, and now it's become a habit, even though he's not on base. It's hard to ignore how different his public and private lives seem. In Paris, he looked happy, hanging out with friends and being with fans. But when he spoke honestly, it became obvious that military life had changed him. Not just physically, but mentally and emotionally too. BTS has left South Korea behind, with no plans to return for months, leaving fans wondering what comes next. BTS is getting ready for a huge return, and the plan is already in motion. On July 1st, the group officially announced that they are working on a brand new studio album, which is set to come out in the spring of 2026. That means fans can expect the release to happen sometime between March and May of that year. But that's just the beginning. A full world tour is planned to follow the album release, and preparations for both are already underway. By July 6th, BTS leader RM had already arrived in Los Angeles. The next day, Suga, Jimin, and Jungkook flew out to join him. V is expected to head straight to the team once he finishes his schedule in Paris, where he is attending Fashion Week for the luxury brand Celine. Meanwhile, J-Hope and Jin are also expected to meet up with the rest of the group after finishing their individual projects. According to the Korean news outlet Dispatch, BTS will not be returning to South Korea anytime soon. Instead, all 7 members will stay in the United States for around 2 months to take part in what's known as a song camp. This is a creative process where the members work closely with music producers, many of them from other countries, to write, compose, and plan their album together. The entire concept, sound, and direction of the album will be decided by the members themselves, with input from international artists. Sources say the group will begin producing the album in the US, but there's a good chance they'll also work in other countries as well. With producers and studios from different parts of the world possibly joining the project, the music is expected to have a global sound, combining many different styles and influences. Even though the exact release date hasn't been confirmed yet, fans already know that something big is on the way. With every member of BTS involved in writing and producing, and with 2 months dedicated to working together in the US, the upcoming album is shaping up to be one of the group's most ambitious projects ever. It's been more than 5 years since their last full studio album, so there's a lot of excitement and curiosity about what BTS will create next. Fans watched in real time as RM had an accident during his live stream. BTS leader RM recently gave fans a very short but unforgettable live broadcast. The live stream, which aired on Weverse on July 7th, lasted only 2 minutes and 25 seconds. At first, many fans felt disappointed by how quickly it ended. But what happened during those few minutes, and the surprise RM shared afterward, quickly changed how people felt. RM had planned to spend more time talking to fans, possibly sharing details about his trip to Los Angeles. But things went wrong almost immediately. His phone accidentally slipped and fell into water. Even though he tried to wipe it dry and keep talking, the damage had already started. The microphone began to fail, and the audio became unclear. Because of the technical problems, RM had no choice but to end the live stream early. Before ending the stream, RM told fans that he would come back after letting the phone dry. Later that same day, he sent a message on Weverse to explain that his phone wasn't working at all anymore. He apologized for the short live and said he had hoped to spend more time with everyone. Most fans weren't surprised by what happened. RM has been called the God of Destruction by fans for years. It's a nickname they gave him because he's known for being clumsy. In the past, he's broken glasses, chairs, and other things by accident. So when the phone incident happened, many fans made jokes and laughed with affection. They said it was just another classic RM moment. But RM's message wasn't just about his broken phone. He also gave fans something to look forward to. He revealed that another full group livestream is coming soon. It will be the second time all 7 BTS members appear together live since finishing their military service. Although he didn't say exactly when it would happen, RM promised that he'll be back on livestream again later on with the members. That message excited fans, who have been waiting for a complete group moment since the members returned from the military. Even though the livestream didn't go as planned, it showed fans something they already knew. RM is real, funny, and easy to relate to. His clumsy moments don't make fans love him less. In fact, they love him even more because of them. And with the news of a full group reunion coming soon, the short livestream turned into something special after all. Now fans are looking forward to the next livestream, and the chance to see all 7 BTS members together again. And maybe they're also hoping that next time, RM's phone stays far away from water. Calls for Jungkook to break away and go solo are growing louder, and fans aren't happy. As BTS members RM, Suga, Jimin, and Jungkook traveled to the United States to start working on their next group album, something unusual happened back in Seoul that sparked a wave of online discussions. A support truck, usually sent by fans to cheer idols on, appeared in public, flashing bright digital messages aimed directly at Jungkook. But this time, the messages weren't about birthdays or encouragement. They were urging him to go solo. The moment pictures of the truck hit the internet, people started talking. Many Korean fans quickly noticed that the language didn't sound like something a native Korean speaker would write. This led many to believe that non-Koreans were behind the messages. Online communities filled with mixed reactions. Some people laughed at the strange wording, saying it sounded like a poor translation rather than a real slogan. Others weren't amused at all. They felt it was inappropriate to pressure Jungkook to go solo while he's busy preparing for a group comeback. Some fans said this kind of message felt selfish and disrespectful to the team as a whole. It's still not clear whether the truck was sent by one person or a group of fans. One online user claimed it was just a single individual behind it, but others said they had heard that multiple people had pooled their money to fund the display. Renting a truck like that isn't cheap. It can cost anywhere from $400 to over $1,000 a day, depending on the size of the screen, how long it runs, and where it's parked. In the K-pop world, support trucks are a common way for fans to show appreciation. They're usually sent for positive reasons, celebrating an idol's birthday, showing love during a concert, or congratulating them on a new project. But using one to push a specific career move, especially something as serious as going solo, was seen by many as crossing a line. A number of Korean fans described the stunt as a nuisance. They worried that messages like this might make Jungkook feel pressured or uncomfortable. One fan pointed out that international supporters often mean well, but sometimes don't fully understand how certain actions come across in Korean culture. Others felt it was unfair to try to influence an artist's choices, especially at a time when BTS is finally coming back together as a group after years apart. Jungkook has already had huge success as a solo artist. His debut single 7 hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and gained millions of streams around the world. But even with all his solo achievements, he's never hidden how much BTS means to him. He said more than once that he's loyal to the group, which made this push for a solo tour feel out of sync with what he's actually shown through his actions and words. In the end, while the message on the truck was bold and eye-catching, it may have revealed more about the fans who sent it than about Jungkook's future plans. Right now, he remains in the US with his fellow BTS members, focused on what could be one of the biggest comebacks of their career. J-Hope just exposed one of the most painful chapters in BTS's history, the moment they nearly gave up. J-Hope recently opened up about a time when being famous didn't feel exciting or fun, but actually overwhelming. During an appearance on the YouTube show, he talked honestly about what happened behind the scenes in 2018. Even though that year was a major turning point for BTS as they gained global popularity, J-Hope explained that it was also one of the hardest times for him and his fellow members. He said that back then, the group was getting so much attention that it started to feel scary. At first, it seemed like something to be grateful for, but as more eyes were on them, the pressure kept growing. It reached a point where things no longer felt exciting, and even his bandmates started struggling. J-Hope said the group hit a low point and went through what he described as a slump. Instead of letting the pressure break them, BTS leaned on each other and found a way to move forward. J-Hope shared that what helped them most was remembering the message they always talked about in their music: love yourself. That idea didn't just apply to fans, he explained. It also became something the group needed to remind themselves of. Once they embraced it, they started to feel stronger and more grounded. He also talked about how writing songs helped during that time. Creating music wasn't just about making hits. It gave the members a chance to think deeply, express their feelings, and grow emotionally. It helped them understand themselves better and gave them a sense of purpose again. Later in the interview, J-Hope spoke about something that's been on his mind recently: BTS's reunion as a full group. After being apart for years because of mandatory military service, the members are finally preparing to return to group activities. but J-Hope admitted he's feeling cautious. He said it's been nearly 3 or 4 years since all 7 members worked together, and he wants to make sure their comeback is done right. He's been thinking about how to reconnect with the other members and how they can move forward as a team again. They've all gone through a lot during their time apart, and J-Hope made it clear that their return isn't just about making music. It's about doing it with care, purpose, and unity. HYBE's top producers have officially joined the Grammys. So is this a turning point for BTS, or is the Recording Academy just using HYBE's global influence? Again, 16 people connected to HYBE labels have just been invited to become voting members of the Recording Academy, the group that runs the Grammy Awards. This move, announced on July 10th, gives HYBE more influence in one of the most important music organizations in the world and allows them to help decide who wins future Grammy Awards. The Recording Academy was founded in 1957 and started the Grammy Awards in 1959. Each year, it picks new voting members through a process where current members nominate and review candidates. Voting members have a big job. They listen to submitted songs, vote on nominations, and help choose who wins Grammy trophies. Among the new additions this year are 3 music producers from HYBE: Slow Rabbit, Supreme Boy, and Wonder Kid. These producers have worked behind the scenes to create many of HYBE's biggest hits, including those from BTS. Their invitation into the Academy means HYBE's music producers now have a voice in how major music awards are decided. HYBE already had a presence in the Recording Academy. In past years, BTS, HYBE chairman Bang PD, and longtime producer P-Dog were all part of the Academy. But now, with 16 new members added in 1 year, the company's influence has grown much stronger. A representative from HYBE said that this recognition shows how K-pop is becoming more powerful worldwide, and that HYBE's artists and producers are being respected by the global music industry. They said the company plans to continue supporting its talent and connecting them with major platforms like the Recording Academy. Still, not everyone was happy with the news. Some fans online wondered if the Recording Academy was rushing to include too many people too quickly, especially those who had just debuted. One person said that the Academy might be trying too hard to stay relevant and could be losing credibility by making choices that seem based more on image than achievement. Others thought it was a smart move by the Academy to include people from different music scenes around the world. Whether people agreed or not, the facts are clear. With 16 new members now part of the voting group, HYBE has a bigger say in what happens at the Grammys. As BTS prepares to return as a full group and HYBE continues growing in the US and beyond, this step could affect not just who gets nominated, but also what the future of global pop music will look like.